Hey everyone, welcome to the final cut, our little sliver of the internet. Today we get something a little bit different. It's in the form of a French crime drama. It's brought to us by Patricia Mazouy and it's called Saturn Bowling, where we get the story of Guillaume and Armand. They're half brothers. Now, Armand has had trouble holding down a job for quite some time. Guillaume, on the other hand, is a police detective. Well, when Guillaume inherits their father's Saturn Bowling, establishment, he decides to give Armand a break, who's had trouble with holding down jobs, and make him a manager of the bowling alley. That is good because Guillaume is occupied with also investigating a series of brutal murders that are happening to young women around the area where they're beaten, sexually assaulted, and their bodies just left out in yeah, it is not a pleasant situation to say the least. And that is causing stress for Guillaume as well. Amongst all of this, he is starting a budding relationship with Xuan, who is a social media activist for animals, trying to protect endangered animals from hunting. And that kind of has a conflict with their family traditions of Guillaume and Armand's father's tradition and his tradition of his friends. We see all of this get mixed together as Guillaume uncovers more about the murders, how we learn more about Armand's dark secret, and how Xuan gets caught up in the middle of all this Saturn Bowling. Long description, I know, but there's a lot going on in this film. I really dug it. This is that gritty crime drama that's kind of in that vein of like Seven. Definitely has some Seven vibes to it, and it is quite graphic as well. So those who are of the faint at heart or might be offended easily may not want to watch this because we do get to see these brutal acts happening. Well, at least one of them, which I appreciate. They didn't continuously show us the brutal acts being performed on these young women, which was good because I didn't need to see that. We got the idea from the first time it's presented, which let me tell you, with the sound design and everything, it's disturbing. It's supposed to be disturbing, and they really will get an emotional reaction out of you. So you have to be in the right mindset to watch this. Guillaume is played by Aria Worthhalter, and I thought he did a fantastic job as this guy who's conflicted. He's trying to do right by his dad. He's trying to help Armand. He's trying to have this relationship and investigate, and he's not going about all of it in the best way. There's a little bit of a statement in here about the police, especially how they might handle reports of someone being harassed. There's a little bit of statement there about online harassment and how police actually handle such situations. So I thought there was an interesting statement there. Armand is played by Achille Reggiani, and wow, this is a performance that unnerving performance. The way this guy plays this, there is emotion in there, but then he's also very cold in other aspects, and he's a guy that you're just like, oh man, this guy needs some direction, right? Though Saturn Bowling, he doesn't do too bad eventually while managing the bowling alley, so we're told anyway. Whether or not that's the truth or not, it's hard to say. Shuin is played by Elan Lucas. I loved her performance, and this person who's just kind of caught up in this crazy situation, how she wants to be close to Guillaume, but Guillaume's going through some rough shit. And yeah, Saturn Bowling is not a happy film, okay? It is a bleak film. It is one that is dark, explores the darker aspects of people's relationships, how they handle grief, police, handling of situations, favoritism. There's all kinds of things going on. Statement about hunting in here as well. And they don't spell things out with Armand and why he is the way he is necessarily. But if you're paying attention, you can kind of guess why he is through the dialogue that they have and some other things as we learn more about how his father was and such. Yeah, there's stuff that doesn't come directly blatant out, but it's enough there for you to kind of figure out why things are the way they are between Guillaume and Armand. So, yeah, be in a specific frame of mind to watch it, but if you're a fan of gritty, dark crime dramas like of the late 70s and of like in the vein of Seven, you're going to dig Saturn Bowling. I enjoyed it, though it's not going to be one for repeat watch, but I'm glad I did see it. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our Patreon, as well as subscribe, like, and bells and whistles and all that here, and help us get to our goal of 2,500 subscribers or more before the end of the year. I thank you for your support, and until next time, remember, as always, I keep that ticket stub.